God says, this message is for you, and you must not run from it, because your heart has been aching with questions you have not spoken aloud. You ask in the quiet of your nights, if he loves me, why is she still there? You cry in secret, wondering if love that is meant for you should ever be so complicated, so torn, so divided. And God is answering you now, do not ignore this, do not skip, because He is laying out the hidden reasons, the truth behind what you feel, the secrets that your eyes cannot yet see, but your spirit already suspects. Don't tell this to anyone, this is between you and God. He has been watching the way your tears soak your pillow, the way you try to smile in daylight while you are breaking in silence. He has seen the way you replay His words in your head, I love you, yet wonder why those words don't match His actions, why her shadow is still present, why she hasn't faded if your love is supposed to be real. God says, listen carefully, because He is going to open what has been hidden, and once your eyes are opened, you cannot go back to blindness. The first truth, a man can love you deeply and still be tied to something that is not meant for him. Love does not always dissolve past attachments instantly. Sometimes there are threads, history, guilt, fear, comfort, or unfinished cycles, that keep him bound where his heart does not fully live anymore. God says, He does love you, but He has not yet fully broken away. And you need to see this not as your failure, not as proof that you are less, but as evidence of the battle in His soul. God says, you have been asking if His love for her is stronger than His love for you. Stop tormenting yourself with that comparison. It is not about stronger or weaker. It is about different kinds of ties. Sometimes a man stays in a place not because of love but because of habit, not because of passion but because of fear. He fears what leaving will mean. He fears hurting someone who once mattered. He fears judgment, shame, or the loneliness of choosing change. But God says, fear is not love. Remember that. What ties him there is not what connects him to you. You are his heart's fire, his awakening, his reminder of what love is supposed to feel like. You are the spark he cannot extinguish even when he tries. That is why he says he loves you, because when he looks at you, something inside him feels alive. But God says, pay attention, words are not enough. Real love demands courage. Real love asks him to stand up, to cut away what no longer belongs, to protect you from pain, not to keep you in confusion. God says, don't let your heart be deceived by half-love. You were not created to share what belongs to you. You were not created to beg for a place in someone's life while they still entertain another. You were created to be chosen fully, without hesitation, without competition. The pain you feel now is not proof that you are unloved, but proof that you are settling for less than the love God destined for you. The hidden reason why she is still there, sometimes men carry unfinished guilt. Sometimes they don't want to appear as the one who abandoned someone. Sometimes they like the power of being wanted by two people. Sometimes they are confused, torn between comfort and passion. Sometimes they are weak and don't yet know how to make the hard choice. And God says, you cannot be the one to cut those ties for him. You cannot save him from his indecision. He must decide whom he will honor. God is warning you, don't wait so long in this limbo that you destroy your own spirit. Because while he battles himself, your heart is bleeding. While he postpones truth, you are drowning in questions. God says, you deserve a love that does not place you in this torment. If he truly loves you, that love must move him to act. If he loves you, he must prove it not by soft words in the dark but by bold decisions in the light. And God says, listen closely, because you are about to see his truth revealed. You will know soon whether he is strong enough to love you openly, to remove the shadow of the other woman, or whether he is too weak to rise into the love God gave him through you. Don't try to skip this part, because God says he is protecting you. If this man cannot give you the fullness of his heart, God will remove him from your life so you can be healed, even if it breaks you first. Because God loves you too much to let you stay chained to half-truths. God says, the reason you are hurting so deeply is because your soul knows you are worthy of more, but your heart is clinging to what you fear losing. You feel like if you let go, you will never be loved again like this. But God says, that is a lie whispered by fear. If you let go of what is half, he will bring you whole. If you let go of divided love, he will send you undivided love. He is not trying to take from you, he is trying to protect you from wasting years in a battle you cannot win alone. God says, ask yourself this, if he truly loves you as he claims, why is he still keeping her around? Why has he not defended you, chosen you, honored you? Why are you waiting for him to do what love should have made him do already? These questions are not to hurt you, but to awaken you. Because the longer you ignore them, the deeper the pain becomes. Don't let his, I love you, blind you to his, but she's still here. Love is not just words. Love is action. And until his actions match his words, God says, guard your heart. Protect your soul. Because he did not send you to earth to be someone's second option, someone's hidden love, someone's half-life. He sent you to be chosen, to be honored, to be loved without fear, without secrecy, without another woman haunting your place. And God says, watch carefully, because the truth is about to unfold. His choices will show you everything. Do not beg him to prove his love. Do not chase him to remove her. Do not lower yourself into battles you were never meant to fight. Stand still, and watch what he does. Because his actions will reveal whether his, I love you, was truth or convenience. This is the moment of revelation, God says. Do not be afraid. Do not close your eyes. The pain is real, but it is also the doorway. If he rises to choose you, then you will know his love is real. If he stays divided, then you will know he was not your destiny. Either way, God is with you. Either way, your heart will be set free. Don't tell this to anyone, this message is for you. God says, your tears are not wasted, your love is not wasted, your pain is not wasted. He will turn it all into clarity, into strength, into a future where you are not left wondering why another woman is still there. He will show you the truth, and he will not let you remain in darkness. God says, He loves you too much to let you keep suffering in silence. Trust Him. Watch. And remember, if He truly loves you, there will be no, but she's still there. There will only be you. God says, don't rush past this, don't skip a single word, because this is the continuation of the truth you begged Him for. You said in your heart, God, if He loves me, why is she still there? Why do I have to share the man who says I am his everything? And God answers again, because He knows your spirit is restless, your chest feels heavy, and your eyes burn with tears that will not stop. God is begging you to understand, love is not meant to keep you in confusion. If someone truly loves you, they will fight to remove every obstacle, every shadow, every rival from your place. Love is not meant to be divided. God says, when a man loves two women, there is always one who is loved in truth and one who is kept by convenience. Do not mistake convenience for love. Do not mistake history for destiny. Do not mistake silence for loyalty. The hidden reasons are deeper than you think. God says, she is still there not because she is stronger than you, not because she has more beauty, more power, more charm. She is there because He has not yet chosen to walk fully in truth. He may say He loves you, but love is not just in the saying. Love is in the leaving, leaving behind what no longer belongs, leaving behind what no longer carries life. If He has not left, it is not because you are not enough, it is because He is not yet brave enough. God says, listen, sometimes men are caught between what feeds their ego and what feeds their soul. She feeds his ego, you feed his soul. She represents a comfort zone, you represent change. She may be the past he doesn't want to let go of, while you are the future he is afraid to step into. She may be the safety of routine, while you are the fire that challenges him to rise higher. That is why she is still there, because weakness clings to safety even when the heart longs for something greater. But God says, you cannot spend your life waiting for a man to grow courage. You cannot spend your nights crying for a love that should already be fighting for you. You were not made to stand in the shadows while he decides whether to choose you or her. God says, it is time for your eyes to open. He cannot love you fully until he chooses you openly. And if he delays, if he postpones, if he plays both sides, you must see that as the truth it is, not indecision, but decision by delay. Don't miss this, indecision is still a decision. Every day he doesn't choose, he is choosing to keep you in pain. Every day he doesn't release her, he is saying her presence is more important than your peace. God says, you cannot call that love. Do not confuse your feelings for his proof. You have asked God secretly, am I just wasting my time? Am I fighting for someone who will never fight for me? And God says, He has heard you. He has seen the nights you almost broke your phone to end it but stopped because you couldn't imagine losing him. He has seen how you cling to his sweet words, his, I love you, his moments of tenderness, even while your heart knows you're not the only one. And God says, your soul is not crazy. Your spirit is not paranoid. The reason you feel torn is because truth and lies are living side by side in your life right now. God says, do not blind yourself. Do not silence your spirit. You know when something is not right. You feel it. That heaviness is not imagined. That emptiness is not weakness. It is God warning you. It is God saying, my daughter, my son, I want you to have a love that does not leave you doubting. I want you to have a love that does not place you second. I want you to have a love that is whole, not broken. The hidden reason she is still there is not because of love, it is because of fear, guilt, control, weakness, and selfishness. Men sometimes keep someone they no longer fully love because they don't want to lose the comfort of having someone who needs them. God says, if he truly loved her, he would not be running to you. And if he truly loves you, he would not still be holding her. Do not let confusion deceive you. This is not about your worth. It is about his truth. God says, you have been chosen for more. He sees how deeply you love, how much you give, how patient you are, how forgiving you have been. But he also sees how much pain that patience has caused. You forgive too quickly. You believe too easily. You cling too tightly. And God says, he is about to break this cycle, because he refuses to watch you keep bleeding over someone else's indecision. God says, don't close your heart to this part, because this is where the veil gets torn. You've been asking him in silence, why, God? Why is she still there if he loves me? Why hasn't he let her go? Why must I be the one to carry the pain while he walks freely with divided promises? God says, child, he heard you the first time you whispered it, and he has been waiting for this moment to show you what you refuse to see. Don't try to skip this, don't turn your head, because if you do, you will stay trapped in the same cycle that is breaking you. The reason she is still there is not just about him, it is also about you. God says, you are allowing him to give you half and you are still calling it love. You are settling for words when you deserve action. You are accepting confusion when you were made for clarity. You are standing in the shadows, waiting for him to shine the light, when God himself already placed his light in you. You are holding on because you are afraid if you let go, you'll lose what feels like the only real love you've ever known. But God says, you are mistaken, this is not the only love, this is just the loudest one right now. God says, do not let a man's indecision chain you. You were not born to wait for someone else to decide if you are enough. You are already enough. Before he even said, I love you, you were already chosen by God. Before he touched your hand, you were already held in God's arms. Before he ever looked into your eyes, your worth was sealed by heaven. Stop begging for what you already are. The hidden reason she is still there is this: he wants both worlds. He wants the thrill of you and the comfort of her. He wants the spark of passion with you, but the familiarity of the past with her. He wants to taste the future without releasing the past. God says, that is selfishness, not love. That is weakness, not loyalty. That is lust of comfort, not sacrifice of love. God says, true love always requires letting go of what is false. A man who truly loves will not hesitate to cut ties with what wounds you. A man who truly honors you will not force you to share him with another. A man who truly values you will never leave you wondering why another woman still lingers in the background. If she is still there, then he is still undecided, and if he is still undecided, then he is not ready for the kind of love God has planted in your heart. Don't tell this to anyone, because this message is not for their ears, it is for your spirit. God says, this is your awakening. He has allowed this pain not to break you but to show you your own strength. You have been crying over someone who doesn't know how to value the treasure in his hands. God says, stop giving pearls to someone who tramples them with divided loyalties. You are not a second choice. You are not a backup plan. You are not a maybe later. You are God's chosen. You are the crown, the jewel, the destiny someone should be brave enough to protect. You have said in your prayers, but God, what if he finally leaves her? What if he finally proves himself? God answers, if he is truly for you, he will. But you will not need to beg him. You will not need to remind him. You will not need to cry for it. Love that is real moves naturally into action. If he has to be pushed, begged, or threatened into leaving her, then it was not true love, it was manipulation, it was weakness, it was compromise. God says, stop sacrificing yourself on the altar of his indecision. Your heart is too precious to stay here. He will reveal himself soon. Either he will rise in courage, or he will sink in fear. Either he will choose you boldly, or he will lose you quietly. But you must stop trying to hold both ends together. Let God show you what he is truly made of. God says, the reason you feel so much torment is because you are trying to heal a wound while it is still being cut open daily. You cannot stop the bleeding while the knife is still inside. The knife is this, his failure to release her. And as long as he holds on to her, your wound cannot close. You are waiting for him to heal you while he is still hurting you. That is why the pain has not stopped. And God says, don't confuse this with punishment, it is revelation. He is showing you the difference between words and truth, between promises and proof. This pain is not to destroy you, but to keep you from building your life on a lie. God says, he loves you too much to let you waste your years waiting for a man who won't fully choose. But here is what God promises, if this man does not rise, if he does not fight for you, if he does not remove her presence, God himself will remove him from your life. And yes, it will break you for a moment. Yes, it will feel like your heart has been ripped apart. But after the breaking comes the healing, and after the healing comes the miracle. God says, you will not end in heartbreak, you will end in wholeness. Listen closely, your worth is not proven by how long you wait for him. Your worth is not measured by whether he finally chooses you. Your worth was sealed the day God breathed life into you. No man's indecision can erase that. God says, if he doesn't choose you, he will send someone who will. Someone who will not say, I love you, but she's still here, but will say, I love you, and there is no one else. God says, you are standing at the door of revelation. Do not fear. Do not beg. Do not cling. Stand still, and watch what unfolds. His actions will reveal everything. And when the truth shows itself, God says, do not look away. Accept it. Because it will set you free. God says, don't move past this lightly, don't rush, because this part holds the weight of what you have been too afraid to face. He sees how you tell yourself stories to ease the ache. He loves me, he will choose me soon, he is just confused, he is just scared. And God says, stop covering wounds with excuses. The truth is sharper, but it will heal you faster. God says, if he truly loved you the way you deserve, you would not still be asking this question, why is she still there? Love that is real does not hesitate, love that is real does not delay, love that is real does not require competition. And if you are still fighting for his love while another woman's shadow lingers, then God says, something is not aligned. Something is being hidden from you. And he loves you too much to let you walk blind any longer. The hidden reasons are many, and God is going to reveal them one by one. Sometimes men keep another woman because of guilt. They don't want to look like the bad one who abandoned her. Sometimes they keep her because of control. They like having someone who still needs them. Sometimes they keep her because of fear. They fear loneliness. They fear judgment. They fear what people will say. And sometimes they keep her because of selfishness. They enjoy the attention of both. God says, none of these are love. Do not confuse chains with devotion. God is begging you, stop breaking your own heart by pretending this is normal. Stop telling yourself it will change if you just hold on tighter. Stop thinking your tears will move him. God says, if his love cannot move him to let go of her, then your tears cannot move him either. The problem is not that you don't love enough. The problem is that he doesn't act enough. Don't try to skip this. The longer you stay in this limbo, the weaker your spirit becomes. Every day you allow yourself to live in this divided love, your heart learns to accept pain as normal. God says, that is not what he created for you. He created you for wholeness. He created you for certainty. He created you for a love that makes you bloom, not a love that keeps you begging. You have been asking God, what if I lose him? What if I let go and regret it? And God says, the only thing you will lose is confusion. The only thing you will lose is sleepless nights, endless doubt, endless tears. What you will gain is peace, strength, and the future God has prepared for you. Do not fear losing what is not truly yours. Fear staying trapped where you were never meant to remain. God says, you are not the one who should be proving anything. You are not the one who should be competing. If he truly loves you, he should be proving himself. He should be cutting ties, closing doors, protecting your heart. If he cannot do this, then God says, he does not yet know how to love you the way you deserve. The truth you must see is this: he is comfortable because you are waiting. He is comfortable because you are patient. He is comfortable because he knows you love him too much to leave. God says, do not let your love become the reason he stays divided. Sometimes, love must be strong enough to say, choose or lose me. Sometimes, love must walk away to prove its worth. And here is the word God whispers with urgency: a man who loves you in truth will remove every rival. A man who loves you in truth will not delay. A man who loves you in truth will not allow you to sit in doubt. If you are in doubt, then God says, the doubt itself is the sign. Because true love brings peace, not torment. Do not tell this to anyone. This message is between your soul and God. He is speaking directly into your wound because he wants to heal you. He is exposing the truth not to break you, but to release you. He knows your heart is fragile, but he also knows your spirit is strong. You can handle the truth, because he is with you. God says, watch closely now. You will soon see his real choice. You will see whether he is strong enough to rise or weak enough to keep hiding. And when you see it, believe it. Do not deny it. Do not keep making excuses for him. If he chooses you fully, thank God. If he does not, let God close that door. Either way, you will not be abandoned. Either way, God has already written your victory. God says, do not be afraid of what is coming. The heartbreak you fear will not destroy you. It will free you. And in that freedom, you will find the love you were always meant for, the love that does not come with, but she's still there, the love that says, only you, forever.